Welcome, everyone, to another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. I'm Tom Mullis, President of Growth with AIME, and today I'm going to be talking about company culture and why you should hire first responders with Rachel Clark, broker owner, Firehouse Mortgage. If you don't know Rachel, you're missing out on what an awesome person she is. She helped me organize I say she helped me. She really did most of the hard work. That's how she is. But she's just an amazing member of AIME, hard worker, really driven by service. Her husband, who's a firefighter, is an amazing man as well, too. I've had the privilege of really calling them friends. So I'm excited to have you on our episode for Grow and Get It. So welcome to the show, Rachel.
Hello.
So Firehouse Mortgage, right? Kind of a unique name. At least some context behind that. Where did you come up with that name?
Well, as you mentioned, my husband is a firefighter, currently goes to work at the fire station. He's there today. So when we were opening our company, we wanted kind of to get that message across that, we're here to help serve. We're here to help the community be better, not just closing their mortgages, but also just in general, like we're here to help, because most people look at a firehouse as a safe place, somewhere they can go for help anytime they need it.
Love it. One of the things that we talk about, like with all of us that have companies or even teams, is culture, right?
Mhm.
Like, oh, this company has a great culture. I actually just finished a call with a gentleman that was trying to sell me coaching. And he was like, how do you maintain the culture in your company? And I gave my opinion. But I want to hear your opinion, right? Like, what comes first when we talk about building your company's culture? Is it, the company already has a culture and people adapt to it, or are you finding people that fit the culture that you want?
So I feel like we kind of started with the company culture. When we opened our business, we had been let go from another brokerage. And that was one of those things that it wasn't the greatest culture we were in. So it was a blessing in disguise type of thing. So when we opened our company, we knew we wanted to take care of our employees. We wanted to put them first. When we bring people on, we want them to know they're part of our team and that it's not just going to be, oh, we don't need you anymore, bye, out the door. But also that they're our family and we want them to succeed. If we can grow them as an LO, as a processor, then it grows our business. I don't need to necessarily close more loans if I can get my LOs to close more loans. So we kind of had this idea of what we wanted our company to, I say look like, but more feel like a
Yeah.
family, feel like
Culture is a feeling,
everyone's,
right?
yeah, feel like everyone's welcome. So when we started bringing on people, LOs and stuff, we started at the firehouse. Aaron started talking to his guys at the fire station, kind of filling them out. And that's how we got our first LO, is somebody Aaron works with, brand new, never done a loan before. He's 4 years into the business with us now, and he's finally getting it. He's got his year rocking. Besides the COVID time, he's really doing well, even with the rates. But he adapted, he came into our culture and he just fit. We
Yep.
have had people that come in and they just don't fit the culture.
Yep.
And they don't last. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like we let them go, but they just kind of,
They kind of let themselves go. They can
yeah.
kind of tell if you're not aligned with the same mission as the owners. For me, my culture has always been about like helping people, right? So I love
Mhm.
AIME. The culture of AIME is helping people help more people. So you're hiring a lot of first responders, right? Obviously, your husband's a first responder. You just mentioned a team member that you hired. Um, what can other companies do specifically to recruit first responders?
I would say the first thing is to understand their schedule and their, I say lifestyle, but their, especially for firefighters here in our area, they work a 24-hour shift. So there might be times that you need to call them about something. They're just not going to be available. So, and it's a rotating shift. I can't say, oh, he works every Monday or he works every
Yeah.
Friday or he works the fifth Wednesday of a month. Like, it's rotating. So you got to be understanding of that aspect of their life. But I would say they're good fits for LOs because they already serve the community. They already know what it's like to help people. They already have that mentality. So it's not like you have to teach them that. You just have to teach them how to close loans, which
Yeah.
I think everybody in Brokers Are Better like can teach someone how to close a loan. but you're not going to be able to teach a servant mentality to somebody that doesn't have it already.
It's 100% the truth. Yeah, I mean, learning the actual, I say like the commodity of our industry is actually the closing loans. Like that part is a
Mhm.
commodity. Relationship building and how you treat people, how you make them feel. Like as a fireman, as a first responder that's showing up to be, even if it's like one of my best team members this year is a police officer. He was a police officer last year. Um, those are people of service. They're okay talking and having, delivering bad news sometimes, delivering good news, but
Mhm.
it's learning how to relate to people that really makes them, good at what they do. And I think good for mortgages. So you found a niche with this, right? I mean, you're growing your company by hiring first responders, right?
Mhm. Our focus
So
this year isn't necessarily hiring more. We're actually trying to grow our LOs we have. Like they're newer to the industry. I say that they're all probably less than 4 years in.
yeah,
Our first LO is about 4 years in now, but the other ones are less. So it's about growing them, teaching them how to manage things because it's slow right now. I need them to be really good at this when it gets busy so that they can close loans, that they can keep up with everything. So that's been our focus this year is trying to help our LOs we have grow their business and their skill set so that they can do more loans when it picks up.
love it. So when you bring on somebody new, right? Let's say obviously you're bringing on people that are brand new to the industry. What does that look like for you? Like how are you taking someone? To me, we find people that I feel will have the right mindset, that already have a giver's mentality. What does the training look like for you? Like, what is that time frame? If another broker owner is on this call and like, wow, I would really love to be of service to the first responders. What has been the typical like time frame for when you talk with, let's just say, a gentleman that works at the firehouse with your husband,
Mhm.
decides to get his test and his mortgage license? What does that training look like for them?
We always tell them like, hey, go get licensed first, because if you're going to come in and try to learn without being licensed, it could be 6 months before you get your license, and by the time that you've gotten it, you've forgotten everything, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But a lot of it is honestly, I just make them sit beside me. Like, hey, come sit with me. Like, we're gonna go over this. Like, you're gonna do this loan application. They sit with
yeah,
Aaron. He does a lot of phone calls in the office. Obviously, he's busy, but they're like, just come sit and learn, because the best way to do it is hands-on. Um,
100%.
Me telling you over the phone, hey, go click on this, go do that, isn't as simple as come in the office and sit with us, and you will learn more in a day, I promise you, than you ever learned in your class.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, I did a mentorship program. It was the same, based on the same thing. 6 months, you're at my desk. Every time you have a question, you're going to have an answer. You need help with something, I'm there. I think it's really cool. I think it speaks. It's no wonder that you guys have a great culture. No wonder that both you and your husband are just amazing people. I think it's a really cool niche to share what it is that we do for a living. That honestly, they get to be rewarded as well, because most people that are firemen, they're not firemen because they're chasing money. They're
Mm-mm.
chasing being of service and just being a good person, wanting
Mhm.
to help. When everybody else is running away, they're running in. And right now, that's this industry. So to find people that have that natural mentality and take the time and coach and mentor them, it's no wonder that Firehouse Mortgage has an amazing culture, led by two amazing people. So really love it. Rachel, anything else before we close out that you'd love to share?
No, I think that it's it. I mean, we're just, plugging away here in Houston.
I love it. I love it. Well, if anyone has questions, reach out to Rachel. She has a giver's heart, right? I can tell you how much service she's given to AIM with helping me run some of the committees. Like I mentioned, she helps run ran our golf outing, which really just started by conversation. We were kind of like, why don't we have a golf outing? And then I saw her at a next event, and I forget, I messed up the name of it.
Yes.
What do they call it?
You called it funny golf, but it
Yeah,
was
that's
a
right. I
1
was
a.m.
saying fuse,
email.
and you're like, what the heck's funny golf? Like, well, we're talking about our fuse golf tournament, but the action was behind it, right? And that's obviously for you bringing on somebody new. It does take time, but
Mhm.
those are seeds that you're planting. If you're looking to grow your business Invest the time into people that will stick with you, that fit with inside your culture. She's not going and, trying to hire somebody that was making 350,000 a year before and like, oh, I can make 500. Teach me. That's not it. The conversation, I can guarantee you, if I could listen to Aaron and Rachel in my head when they're talking about this to other first responders, it's about, hey, here's a great way to be of service to people that that know, like, and trust you. Here's
Mhm.
how we help them achieve home ownership. Here's how we educate them on their VA loan. It's really outstanding. I love the perspective. Rachel, thank you again. Thank you from me and from everybody here at AIME. You're an absolute rock star member. Thank you for everyone for tuning in at another episode of Grow and Get It. You can catch us every week, Monday, noon Eastern, in the Brokers Are Better group. Or if you're really trying to go out and grow and get it, check out our YouTube page at AIM National. We got lots of these great episodes. We try to keep them at 10 minutes or less, give you something tangible that's going to help you go out and grow and get it. So, Rachel, thank you again for sharing your time. Wish you and your amazing husband a blessed week. And we look forward to seeing everybody here soon. Have a great day.
Thanks.